Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to whomever is watching a different time period. I literally welcome you all to this another video session. So in this video analysis, we'll be having a discussion on major brands, iOS devices, and also Android models are affected by new 5G modem for floods. Okay, so this is our main core discussion. So I hope you will be definitely enjoying the session about the latest networking as well as the internet facilities which are being given by different modems and whenever you are connected to different networks. So these things are prior important when we are securing a network, right? So this is how actually we are going to have a discussion. So before proceeding or before saying or before giving a lecture on that, so I'm just make sure that you do a subscription to this channel, get the latest update regarding any cyber affairs. So coming to discussion, we have two major chips, okay, vendors, that is Qualcomm and MediaTek. So we'll have a discussion on these two chipsets and what actually they do. So in the market, okay, the two common chipset manufacturer are Qualcomm Inc and MediaTek Inc. Okay, so in terms of market share, both companies are dominant players. Okay, accounting over 50% of the smartphone application processor market combined, or we can even say Qualcomm has its own Snapdragon series of chipset, while MediaTek has the feature Helios and expanded Dimensity lineup. Okay, so when we discuss about fundamentally, both SoCs consist of ARM based CPUs, but Qualcomm uses a 5 nanometer process technology for its latest and most advanced Snapdragon 888 powering the premium tier smartphones. While we can even say MediaTek chipsets are often cheaper than similar Qualcomm Snapdragon solutions. Both Snapdragon and MediaTek are multi-core processor, while MediaTek has started trial production of its 12 crore chipsets. However, we should know that it's less important how many core the processor has and more that okay core were doing. So in terms of performance, the Qualcomm Snapdragon has better performance in multitasking, handling heavy and intensive tasks along with gaming, whereas MediaTek processor are sold or solid performing and their extra core processor enable rigorous and heavy task performing, and they are good at multitasking. Okay, so this is the keynote difference between the two chipset vendors who are manufacturing the SoCs. Okay, for different processing. Okay, in our Android devices. So Qualcomm is also has a Snapdragon processor, while MediaTek is one of the cheapest and less available. And this is the main difference between this. So coming to the exact scenario, what happened here is that a collection of security flaws in the FIM's implementation of 5G mobile network modems and from major chipset vendors, or we can even say which I have discussed and said about MediaTek and Qualcomm, impacted USB and IoT modems as well as hundreds of smartphones model, okay, aging which are in the version of Android and iOS. Of the 14 flaws collectively called 5G halls, a combination of 5G and GHOUL, 10 affected 5G modems from two companies, okay, out of which three have been classified as high severity vulnerabilities. Okay, out of we can say 10 affected 5G modems from the two companies, out of which okay three have been classified as high severity vulnerabilities. Okay, so 5G whole vulnerability may be exploited to a continuously launch attack to drop the connection, freeze the connection, that basically involves manual reboot or downgrade the 5G connectivity to 4G. Okay, according to the researcher who has said in a study published today that as many as 714 smartphones from 24 brands are imparted, including which from Vivo, Xiaomi, and Oppo, Samsung, Honor, Motorola, Realme, OnePlus, Y, JD, TSUS, Asus, and Sony, Mizu, Nokia, Apple, and also Google. Okay, so which are being impacted from this. So the vulnerabilities, which basically was disclosed by a team of researchers from automated system security research groups in the Singapore University of Technology and Design, who are also previously who had previously discovered black tooth in Sept 2021 and sweet tooth in Feb 2020. And the attack in the nutshell attempts to devise a smartphone or a 5G enabled device to connect a rough base station, or we can say GNB, resulting in a unintended consequences. Okay, the attacker does not need to be aware of any secret information of the target UE example UE SIM card details. Okay, the complete you can say to complete the NAS network registration. The researcher explained the attack only need to impersonate the legitimate GNB using the known cell tower connection parameters. Okay, so the threat actor can accomplish this by using app like Cellular Pro to determine the relative signal strength indicator or SSI regarding the trick the user equipment to connect, okay, to the adversarial station software defined radio, as well as in inexpensive mini PCs. Okay, so when we discuss about notable among the 14 flaws in CV 2023 and 33042, okay, which basically can permit an attacker with radio range to trigger a 5G connectivity downgrade or a denial of service with the Qualcomm X55 and X60 modern frames by eventually sending malfold radio resource control frames to the target 5G devices from a nearly malicious NGP. Okay, so according to that, patches have been released by both MediaTek and Qualcomm for 12 of the 14 plans. Details of the two other vulnerabilities have been withheld due to confidentiality region and are being expected to be disclosed in the future too. Okay, finding the issue in the implementation of 5G modern vendor heavily impacted product of vendor downstream. Okay, according to the research said, adding that it can often take 6 or more months for 5G security patches to eventually finalize the research and to end user via an OTA update. So this is because the software dependency of the product vendor of the modem chipset vendor add complexity and hence delay to the process and also the production the distribution patches to the end user. Okay, so this is today's analysis folks. I have you have thanks for having your time in this video.